Hey hustlers, Candace here with Pretty Rich Hustle. OMG, you guys, today, I have a guest that is super special to me. She's been in the game a very long time. She's definitely a boss, and she's the queen of queens. So let's jump right into this thing, y'all. Let's get started. Of course, I let the guests edify themselves. Nobody can tell our story better than us and who we are. So let me go ahead and introduce you guys to Miss April Jones. Hey, Miss April.
Hey, girl.
So tell the people who you are, what you do, and how long you've been in the game, baby.
So first of all, like she introduced me, my name is April Jones. I have been in the beauty and fashion industry for over 30 years now.
Really?
And listen, it's a journey that I have been riding on, and I love it. Yeah, let's get into it, girl.
So tell the people, so when you, 30 years in the game, how did you get started? What motivated you to do hair? Like, what was the tipping point of that? Did you always have a craft? Did you have someone that you looked up to? Or you was like, this is something I want to do, and how you got in the game?
So what turned me on to the hair industry is that my grandmother, resting in peace, she was a hairstylist. Her name was Beatrice James, and she did my hair when I was a little girl, and I thought it was just amazing how I would see her transition women's hair from back in the day. Right. So that was my first dibble and dabble with the hair industry, and I just kind of mimicked her along the journey, and of course, I always loved fashion.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to give a shout out to Miss Lowe's, which owned Lowe's Boutique in Texas City downtown. Some of you guys, if you out there listening, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
So I just loved that whole
everything
thing.
about fashion.
I loved everything about it. And so it was me, I'm a glamour girl. So
definitely.
Yes,
definitely.
That's what I do. That's what I love to do. And listen, I'm just going to keep pushing with it.
So was it a challenge? What did you do hair from home? Were you doing when we get to high school and all those type of things? Were you doing your friend's hair? What was your initial start, and when did you get your first salon space?
Okay, yes, and yes to everything that you said. So when I was in junior high school, of course, I always was the one that, I was just fashionable.
Right.
I didn't get it from my mom because she was not that person, but I did have aunts that, they always did fancy stuff, so I admired them too. So they are part of the beauty industry and journey for me. As far as being in high school, of course, that's when it all the way turned up for the hair game.
Right, because we really think we cute. We think we cute, and that's when our fashion just turned
yes,
up.
I did so many of my friends' hair in high school, and it just kind of followed me. But I will say this, that was not what I truly wanted to do.
Okay.
I think it was just truly a gift from God.
Right.
And I wound up becoming a mother right out of high school. So I had to make some life decisions. Doing hair made sense. Yes, I did do it before I was licensed, and it was rewarding, and it helped me get through, that era in my life. So yeah, hair has always just been a part of my life. But I really wanted to be a interior decorator.
Because I was sure going to ask you, what did you want to do? Really?
Yeah, that's what I really want to do. And I have a passion for that too. So, I mean, you didn't.
Period.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I do. So, yeah, the whole industry is just me,
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome. All right. So did you work in a salon when you first started out, or did you just go and get your own space? How did that work out for you?
So, of
and
course,
what was that experience?
Okay, so I went to school, of course, but through the journey of going to school, I was doing hair on the side.
I think we all was doing hair before we got licensed.
Exactly. So anyway, when I did get my license, I started working in a salon immediately because I already had a clientele. So that wasn't hard for me to start the business.
Right.
I was already making money.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
So entrepreneurship just kind of fell in my lap. And I just kept it, I kept it moving.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then the boutique came later because, did you mention the boutique? Queen's Attic.
Okay, so yes, I'm the proud owner of Queen's Attic Boutique, which was established in 2009. And that happened at Plaza Salon, which is no longer,
I remember Plaza.
yeah,
Okay.
it's not a salon anymore. However, I was there for, I can't remember how many years. I'm going to just say about 8 years.
Right.
And I would walk past this little boutique and I was like, I might do that one day. So actually, the manager of that building, the lady was leaving and she came to me. So I don't know if I mentioned it more than once. And she said, hey, would you be interested in opening the boutique in front? I didn't know nothing about opening a boutique.
Wow.
But I'm a very ambitious person. You put a challenge in front of me, I'm going to run with it. Okay. So that happened in October of 2009 and I just went for it.
Wow.
And I mashed the gas all the way through. Actually, I had 2 locations. I had that one there. And then shortly after that, I moved to my location that I have personally been at. This is my 18th year.
Come on, 18? It's been that long?
Girl, yes.
Oh, that is a blessing.
It has been 18 years.
18
well,
years.
in October, it will be 18 years. Yes.
Yeah. That is super, super awesome. So I know that is your passion. So from that passion, when your clients come in the shop, what is your mission for them? Like what gives you that gratification when you flip that chair around or you change their whole image? What does that do for you? And
oh my God, it's almost like it's like a breath of fresh air, actually, because a lot of my clients that come to me are dealing with hair issues. They're dealing with losing their hair. I have even had those that experience cancer. So right. I'm that stylist can transition you from nothing to something. And it just gives me and it gives them the confidence that they need, when they walk out the door, because a lot of them are hurting too when they come through.
Right.
And then I have some that just want to transition. They want to do something different.
Right.
And they trust me to make that happen for them. And they have been trusting me for over 35 years. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So basically weaving is your specialty. And I think I see you do wigs and all kind of stuff.
Girl.
Okay.
I do so much. So I was that stylist that always took that challenge on.
Okay.
Whether it was, back in the day when we were doing curls or, doing a relaxer, cut, style, color. I just kind of embraced all avenues of, the hair industry.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then the wig thing just kind of fell in my lap because I definitely wasn't trying to do that.
Is it time consuming though?
It can be.
Okay.
It can be, but I have gotten pretty quick with it.
Okay.
So, yeah. And they love it. And the thing about it, like someone like you, for instance, if you said, hey, April, I want to wear my hair in a bob, but I don't want to cut my hair off. My suggestion would be, let's do a wig.
Okay.
And that way you could take it on and off and, you can have different looks whenever you want to, especially with what you got going on now, baby. You could be changing the game up.
You gonna put me a wig together.
I'm going to put you a wig together.
I'm coming in there. I want you to give me a bust down.
You bust, baby. Look. I was asking my husband, should I do my wig tonight or should I just keep my hair? Because this
no,
I
you
was
look
doing.
super cute tonight, honey.
Well,
you
thank you.
always bring it, honey.
I try
and
my
most
best.
of what I wear, I don't be wanting to put everybody in my business, but most of what I wear on this show comes from the attic, honey. But yeah, but see, I've been in the closet. I've been in the attic, baby.
Oh,
so
you've been there.
Some of my little threads ain't even available no more, so it's
At
cool.
All. Look, you was there in the trenches, baby, when I was trying to figure it out.
Period.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, I got to get April on the show because you have so much wisdom in you, nuggets that you can give. Just from the hustle, because I always say you got to pay the game homage, and we as a culture of people, we will definitely gatekeep. And the thing about that is we so far ahead of the game that it won't hurt us to reach out and grab somebody, but they definitely have to want it. We ain't finna pull and tug on nobody, but it's not gonna hurt us to help pave the way or open the door for somebody else. And so since it's been about 30 years plus since you started, are there some things in this industry, just in the hustle period, that has changed or that you see a difference in from now to 30 years ago?
Well, you said it already. Gatekeeping is one of the things that I don't know why we do that as a culture.
Right.
Because there's enough love and money to spread around. So you think about us as a Black culture. We build a lot of people businesses.
Yes.
And we build them into corporations. We build them into million and billion-dollar businesses. So that dollar that we spend, it's nothing wrong with transferring the wealth to us every now and then. So that would be one of the things I would truly recommend to us as a culture, if we can go there and say, hey, if you see a Black beauty supply, just support it.
Right.
Yeah, just support it. We ain't trying to shut nobody down. We don't hate.
Right.
It's not about hate. Some of my best friends are, from all different races.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, we all know that I have a half white son.
Right.
So let's just keep it. Keep it 100.
Keep it 100.
Let's just keep it 100. And most of my grandkids, I only have 2 all Black grands.
Right.
The rest of them are, multicultural.
Right.
So this is, when I speak out like that, I'm not speaking out to be vindictive or to be prejudiced. Nothing like that. Just let's gatekeep less.
Right.
And start blessing each other more.
Exactly.
Because we can, and it's needed.
Right, it really is, and that's one of the reasons I have this platform. Because with a podcast platform, I really don't need no guests. I could just sit here and just talk to the cameras. Me and Alec can just wild it out, and because of course I have a lot in me, but that's been one of my blessings and one of my curses, I guess, because and I think I mentioned it in my first interview, sometimes I see and want more for people than they actually see and want for themselves. So it's always like, come on, let's go, let's do this, But again, a person has to really actually want it. And that's the biggest thing, just wanting it and going after it, But it's like, yeah, I got this platform, and I could be like, shit, this mine. I don't want to bring nobody else on, but you have something that you could share. You have a following that I don't have. Somebody else, another guest may have something going on, and then there's because these entrepreneurs, baby, even though you started young, thank God, but it's not a lot of people that can say that they've been in the game or holding it down 30 plus years. But now you have this generation to where these young entrepreneurs are popping. And if it's something that we can give them or something that we can just help them with to apply to their life or whatever the hustle is that they have going on, that's just a blessing. Because, for instance, with me, with braiding, I didn't have anybody I could go to. I would go to the little African shops. Hey, how y'all get y'all license? I would try to ask questions. It was no classes available for me. It was, I had to literally go to YouTube, and it really wasn't much there. I went to Franklin to try to get licensed. Hell, I ended up teaching the class, because that's just how much my hustle wasn't in the room, Right. So I try to create a platform to help young entrepreneurs not have to go through what I went through. Because if I had a mentor, or if I had a place where I can go, where I am now, I would have been here. It took me a while to be here. I'm right behind you. I'm 20 plus, sis. Yes, you know what I'm saying? But that's one of my missions for this podcast, is to be able to deliver to the people or the guests or the viewers something that they can apply to their everyday life.
I want to say congratulations to you for that, because the thing about it, like I said, we need platforms like this to be visible, to let our young people know that it is possible.
Yes.
There is no window shut. All the windows are open. There's no reason to fail now.
No reason.
Unless you just straight up silly. But you know what? My husband said something to me that made a lot of sense about people. I'm not going to even say a culture.
Yeah.
We are silly about the things that's serious. And we serious about the things that's silly. So y'all write that down.
And let's talk about Jeff for a minute. Jeff is NFL.
Yeah.
Okay, honey, let's talk about it. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, honey.
That's my guy right there. Yeah. So, because that's kind of a turn that we was going to go to in the interview anyway. So speaking of, because you mentioned, that you have children and grandchildren, and you are married. What has that been, or had it been a challenge for you before in the past, being an entrepreneur, being a boss, raising kids, and being a wife? Like, how was it, or how is it trying to balance all of that out, even though I know most of them are grown now?
Alex, you got enough time to hit it? Yes, the balance. Oh my God. I don't think I ever had a balance. I just had to do it. You know,
Right.
sometimes you jump in the middle of the ocean and you just do it. You have to do what you have to do.
Right.
But with the help of my parents and my grandparents that were living at the time,
Right.
they really did help me through the journey. They really, really did. I'm gonna put God first though.
Right, of course.
God first. And my parents and my grandparents, and I had some great sister-in-laws that, man, they my sister-in-laws.
And they still, I was just going to say, they still around.
Yes,
honey.
I love them. I love them. I love my nieces and my nephews, all of that came with our family, because our family is like a pot of gumbo, baby. We have it. We have it all.
Right.
So, yes, they were very supportive. But I always knew that I wanted to be a boss.
Period.
So, and I always knew that I wanted to own my own stuff.
Okay.
So that was my push every time. And I can truly say there were times where I said, what am I doing? Like, what you doing, girl? And that other big bold boss say, you doing what you're supposed to do. You just have to keep going.
Right.
Because the key to success is consistency.
Period. Oh my God.
Determination.
Yes.
Moving forward. Sometimes you have to get quiet. You can't listen to all the noise in the background, because a lot of times the noise in the background throw you off.
Yes.
You just have to, have that divine connection with God and let Him just soothe your soul.
Right.
To keep moving.
Right.
So that would be my advice that I would give to young, inspiring entrepreneurs. Listen, He did it for me.
Yes.
And He absolutely would do it for you, because we both know He's no respecter of people, right?
Oh.
So, yeah, you have to do is follow your purpose in life. And if you follow your purpose, your profit is coming.
Period. Because the word says your gift will make room for you. And
Absolutely.
That's what a lot of people, I feel like, are not doing. And that's why I feel like a lot of people struggle, because they may be doing something that they're good at, but it may not actually be their gift. Because when you moving and you operating your gift, 30 years is easy for you. 20 years is easy for me.
Yeah.
As far as the craft.
Yes.
And when we go to work, it don't feel like work.
Right.
And it just blessed my soul when I turn that chair around, because I purposely put my mirror behind my chair. It's probably different for you. Your client's probably sitting there the whole time in the mirror. But I purposely put my mirror behind my chair, because it's that turnaround that give me that gratification.
Yes.
And baby, they be smiling. Baby, they turn into a whole nother species, honey.
Baby, you know how we are about our hair.
Yes. And it makes me feel good, especially like you were saying, the clients that may have hair issues or something like that. But getting back on track. So I always talk about a support system when you're in the game, which is why I kind of asked about the balance and the family. And I'm glad you mentioned the boss chick, because I'm definitely going to have a round table. We're going to invite you back for that. I'm going to invite some guests back, and we're going to talk about that. So has Jeff, your husband, always been okay with you being a boss?
I'm going to say yes and no.
Okay.
So when he met me like this. Boss girl, own business, doing my thing. And when he decided not to go back to the league, not to continue to pursue the league, I was that wife that said, hey, why don't you try this? And that's kind of how he ended up becoming the shift superintendent for a marathon company. So let me break that down. So when the plant manager is not there, my husband is the next man in charge. So, yeah.
Go on, Jeff.
So, when I decided to move from the suites to a brick and mortar, he wasn't really in favor of that, because it was, me and another girlfriend.
Okay.
Which she pulled me out of my comfort zone, because I was comfortable where I was at. It was great. It was great energy.
Right.
And I appreciated everything I learned. It made me grow up in my business and my craft. It made me want to be better where I was at initially. Fast forward, now I'm the boss all over again.
Yes.
And trying to mimic what they were, what I had learned, from being in League City, being around, different cultures, not just working just with black people, working with all people. Okay. That was different, but I'm glad that I went through that experience. I would never take it back. I'm so grateful to those people. I really, really am.
Okay.
And when we opened up, it was called Ebony and Ivory at the time.
Yeah, and I almost said that at the beginning.
Oh, Lord
That's why
Jesus,
I said
I'm glad you did. Thank you.
you.
So anyway, that didn't work out so good. Yeah. So my advice would be...
I've been through it too.
Yeah. My advice to people that want to start a business, and it's maybe bigger than what you bit off,
Right, you bit out more than you kind of chewed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a lot. Yeah. Now, that was the darkest part of my journey in entrepreneurship because, first of all, I love this girl like a sister.
Right.
And she turned around and act like I was some kind of damn thief.
Man, you ain't telling me nothing.
Yeah. So, she went there.
Yeah.
And basically, that was a lot for me because I never seen betrayal in my face.
That way.
In that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think I was kind of around that time when all of that was going on. And to be honest with you, I don't think that it's anybody that has a successful business that's been in the game this long that haven't gone through that. Mm-hmm. I went through that almost about 5 or 6 years ago. Brought some girls in on something I was already doing, and they basically tried to take my damn company from me. Luckily, it was Braids by Candace, and that's one of the reasons some people say it's not good to put your name in your business, but it depends on what you're doing. Mm-hmm. But nothing can't move without me. When it's Braids by Candace, that can't operate without Candace. We talking Candace commercial, that can't operate without Candace. So I use that as a protection piece as well. But I went through it, girl, and it was just, I was dumbfounded because here I am. That's what I was saying about that blessing and that curse. You trying to pull somebody along with you. You want to see them win with you. You want to see them blessed. Don't have to, but this is an opportunity, that you're extending forth. And then they come in and try to debo. They don't know nothing about the game. Fresh out the gate, Mm-hmm. You give them a little bit, teach them a little bit, and then they know more than you, and they take off. Pew. So I seen the takeoff happening and I just fell back a little bit and I watched it. But God is so good because when he bless you with something, he's always going to allow you to know what's going on around you, what's going on within. And he had already made a way. So it was easy for me to just pivot, transition, and just keep it pushing.
Yeah. It's like parting the Red Sea.
That part.
It's like parting the Red Sea.
So outside of that, were there any other challenges that you faced outside of a bad partnership, just trying
Well, to be completely honest, I was more of a doer than really learning what business meant and all the things that it entailed. So I was just kind of role playing. And I can honestly say, up until now, you have to be strategic. Yep. You have to make sure you're on top of your game because I have been that person. I had some tax issues.
We all have.
That I had to deal with, didn't really understand, didn't know how important it was to make sure that all your paperwork and all your things are in line as much as you can. Yes. And you can't be afraid to spend money to make money.
You got to spend money to make money.
Absolutely. And so a lot of the young entrepreneurs, especially in the beauty game and in the hair game, they just doing something. But at the end of the day, you want to be making money, building your brand, and be able to do what we doing right now, like open up your own company. Yes. And you able to go to the bank because you got your ducks in a row. You didn't line your business up. So that's my most important thing to say to you. If you're inspiring to be an entrepreneur, sit down, learn what business is and how to strategically just do what you have to do. And no question is a dumb question. Just ask the question so you can know.
There you go.
Yeah, that's just it at the end of the day. You have to be strategic in your business plan.
Right. Because you said a key word, brand.
Mm-hmm.
We are the brand.
Absolutely.
And when you are the brand, I think I said it before, we don't have no substitute company that can come in. You can't call somebody and say, hey, can you stand in for Queen's Attic today?
Right.
Or, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, we have to show up. We have to market and, like you said, be consistent and do things like this so people know who we are. Yeah, I know who April is, but the world don't know who April is. Galveston County know who April is, and probably a little bit of half of Harris County too. We make our mark and we make moves, but I like that when you said, because you have to have a plan. You have to know why your feet hit the ground every day. You have to have a mission. You have to know where you're going, because if you don't, you'll get burnt out. You won't know what the next level is. You got to get that continuing education too. You may think, okay, I'm here, but again, these youngsters coming up with stuff, you got to keep up with some of the things that are going on, because business changes every day.
It does.
So just staying in the know and staying up, up on your game and what's happening in your industry is very, very, very important. So we talked about challenges. Let's talk about some of these big old accomplishments that you've made over the years, because, you've been on panels, you've gotten some awards. So let's talk a little bit about that, Miss April.
Okay. Shoot something to me. What you want to know, girl?
So some of the awards and achievements that you received, like in the county, for the community, things of that nature. I know, like I said, I've seen, you probably can't even remember it. So
yeah, that's gonna be hard. But I can tell you the last
or something that you're most proud of.
Oh, the Madam CJ award that I got at the Blue. I want to say it's the Blue. I can't remember what the name of the company was, but yes. And let me tell you something. That caught me so off guard. I was like, who?
Yeah, because they watching, baby.
Yes, I was caught off guard. So that was like big for me.
That is.
Yes, that was big for me. Of course, I have been a member of the LaMarque in Texas City Chamber. I was actually on the board, not just for LaMarque in Texas City. I also been on the board at Amico.
Okay.
I have gotten so many other recognitions. I was on vacation this year and got an award for achievement from a whole nother city. They was like, hey, yes. I was like, thank you. Yeah, and they were thanking me for being who I am. And they said they called and asked people in the area about me. They were seeing me online.
Wow.
And yeah, they presented me with a award. I was just invited on a panel, a podcast panel.
Okay.
Which was, it's called Felons. What is the correct name? I can't think of it, but I know the number one thing is felons. So anyway, this guy, his name, I call him JJ. JJ is very motivating.
Okay. I'm going to have to check them out.
Yeah, check him.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And he's cool. I love him. He's direct. He has been through and have came through, and now he's just he's speaking out. He want to be a voice for those that's been where he's been, and letting them know, hey, that's not your end game. So
yeah.
I love that about that. So shout out to JJ.
JJ, hey. And I've been there too. A lot of people see Candace now, but they don't know 20 years ago, Candace did time. Yeah. Candace did 18 months. And it's a lot of people that don't know that, which is one of the reasons why I had to create my own path, which is why I had to pave my own way, because I didn't want to be faced with the challenge of, are they going to hire me? Are they going to help make me start their company and then let me go? I just didn't want to be worried about all of the backlash and all of the judgment that came with that, because, when you're young, you make mistakes.
Absolutely.
But I'm not ashamed of it at all, because look where I am today. And that is motivation enough, like you said, if God could do it for me. So I would love to go back. That's one of my aspirations, to go back into the system, to TDCJ, and speak to the women and give them hope. But what's the purpose? What's good in doing that if you don't have a platform or the
Absolutely.
tools and the resources. So to be honest, a lot of stuff that I'm doing in the background is setting me up for that as well. So I've always got a lot of irons in the fire. But that's one of my biggest passions, is to go and be able to go back into it. I'm already signed up, like, to be able to do this. I've already done the steps. It's just being able to be a resource. I may be able to go speak, and then a young lady may get out tomorrow. What can I offer that young lady? What type of resources can I give that person? So I've definitely been there too. And I'm gonna tell my story one day, because it's funny, because when I did come home, it's like God erased everything away from my memory. I couldn't remember nothing. It's like he wanted me to focus on what was happening then. And I guess I was so engulfed with my kids and my family again that I couldn't even remember nothing. He really just kind of brought some things back to me over the last few years. And I'm still in touch with some of the ladies that I met. And that one of them was in my wedding and doing good. You know what I'm
Love
saying?
it.
So it is hope after a failure or something that you go through in life, because some people think that they can't come back from that. Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
I was hell, baby, back in the day,
absolutely.
baby. Yoo-hoo-hoo, baby.
Yes.
Real. But anyway.
I need you to hook up with JJ. It's Felons for Change.
Fellas for Change. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to talk. I'm going to try to link
Yeah,
up
look him up.
with JJ. I'll link him up and follow him.
Because that would be
And,
an awesome story.
Yeah, because I have not told my story. You know, everybody be like, you need to write a book. Especially my clients, when we in the shop, we talking. I have been through so much in life, and I have so much I can share. But it's only so much we can do on a podcast in an hour or 2 hours. So that is, again, like I say, one of my passions, and it's gonna happen. You know, if God says the same, it's definitely going to happen. And so I know you were saying earlier about some things that you wouldn't change, but just going back, if you just looking back on your journey, is there something you would have maybe done different, or would you have just kept it the same?
No, there are some things I would have done different. You know, I would have been an interior designer. That's for sure. I don't know if I would have really done hair, but that was just a gift that fell out the sky. Like, it just came so natural to me. Like, even when I go to different classes, I'm like, this what I paid my money for? I'm already doing this, you know?
Yeah.
So, I would do that. I would have got me a business degree.
I have one. It's very vital.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very vital.
Well, I mean, with respect to you, I have learned a lot. Like, you remember you made me a book up, girl, with all kind of...
the workshop.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember I was there.
Yeah.
So, and I have it right now to this day.
Man, there's some good stuff in that book.
It is.
It's some
like,
good stuff.
Yeah, so I give homage to you for that.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, sugar.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the advantages that I had, because anybody can open a business.
Yeah.
But not anybody can run a business. And
That's
one thing I love about, back then it was called it was business management. So it was a business management degree. Now I think it's a administration, something in administration with emphasis in business or something. They changed it before I graduated, which that was some years ago. I think that was over 17, 18 years ago. But what I like about getting that degree in business was we took a little bit of everything. Accounting, marketing. That's how I learned how to market. I learned how to do flyers. Business computer applications, micro. I can't remember all of them, but principles of finance. Like, we had to actually get in front of the class and do sales pitches and public speaking, human relations. It touches on a little bit of everything. So you can really do anything you want to do. If you want to go into management, you can go into management. If you want to go into human resources, you could do that. You could do whatever you want to do, because that's just how broad a business degree is. Now, of course, it's just an associate's, and I never leveled up because I wasn't in the corporate world.
Right.
So I didn't need to level up
Yeah.
to promote. I promote myself.
There
You
you
understand? By my hustle.
Right.
But if I had not taken business, I don't think that I would even be here today. That was huge for me, because it cut out a lot of coaches and mentors, and because they cost too, except for on the real estate side, I had to have that. But it definitely helped me. And then customer service is key, because you can have a craft and your attitude can be stank, And a person will sacrifice your craft and go miles down the road to be
Absolutely.
treated better. They might that person may not be able to do, as well as you can when it comes to the craft, but they'll sacrifice your craft to be treated well because I like to
Absolutely.
spend my money where I'm appreciated
Me too.
And
Me
so
too.
that's very key. I see a lot of posts online where they be talking about this person, that person, tagging this person, and it breaks my heart sometimes because just put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Even in a restaurant, I'm gonna need you to wait on me like you work for tips. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
this is your job. That's what you chose to do. So
Absolutely.
do it well no matter what it is, because we see every day people getting blessed with hundreds and thousands of dollars in tips, couple of grand.
I was one of those people too.
You just never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
I got my first job right out of high school from Dr. Hutton, from them coming into Golden Corral. I was their waitress. And they had visited a couple of times, and he actually offered me my first real, W-9 job.
W-2.
Oh, W-2. See?
No, you've been in the game.
I don't even know. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, you talked earlier about, some advice. Is there any other pieces of advice that you would give to a young upcoming entrepreneur or someone who wants to be a boutique owner or a salon owner, because your boutique is inside of your salon, so you running two businesses under one roof. So if you had a young entrepreneur that wanted to get into the boutique world, we talked about kind of the hair industry. What advice would you give there?
I would definitely tell them to make sure that they get all of their financial business in order, because it's going to be very relevant to them when they're moving around the markets, because I go to market.
What is market?
So market is like a big mall that you go into, and they have all different types of brands that you can bring into your boutique, or you could start your brand.
Okay.
You can start a brand. So the markets, and they have markets all over the world. So
when you say start your brand, is that something like what you do when you have your tags inside of your clothes? Okay, because I like that. I be seeing you, girl. I say Queen's Attica, Queen's Attica.
Yes, you can start your brand. You use their merchandise, but you can brand it the way you want to brand it. Right. So that would be one thing for, boutique owners. Like all of that buying online from China and all of that, you don't know what you don't know what you're going to get.
Right.
But if you serious about becoming a boutique owner, my best advice is to find you some markets, go and test drive.
Are they local or?
So the one I mainly go to is in Dallas.
Okay.
I have been to Las Vegas before.
Okay, yeah, they
do.
And
that
have
one
in Vegas.
Choked me up. I was like, what am I doing here? I do not have.
But you got to be careful because you got to fly unless you're driving.
Girl.
Dallas, you can load that Infinity truck up, baby.
So the thing is, a lot of it you can't bring with you. You have to order it.
See, I learned something today. Okay.
Yeah, you don't get when I say I'm going to market, I'm not coming back with a busload of stuff. They do have some cash and carry, but not a lot. The vast majority of it, you put your order in.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you put your order in, and they ship all your stuff to you. You have your invoices, and you build relationships. That's another thing. Yes. You get a chance to build relationships with different vendors.
Okay.
So, you kind of learn, the fabrics and what they do and how they do. And then if something don't work out, you want that relationship where you can say, hey, these didn't sell well for me. Can I ship them back to you? And it's like, sure, we'll switch them out for something else. So that's one thing I would strongly advise, and try to figure out what your customer base is.
Okay.
Is it tall and thin?
Yeah.
Nice and curvy. Whatever it is. Yeah, you just kind of, you want to find what is your market.
Gotcha.
So you won't just be buying up a bunch of shit and setting in your
there you go.
boutique.
We call it avatar.
Yes.
Who is your avatar? Who is your people? Like you were saying, and that comes with demographics.
It does.
Learning insights, trying new things, just like a product. A beauty supply store may bring a product in. If that product don't do too well, then they don't bring that product back. But if it does well, then hey, that is a way that they know from their numbers that okay, this product is selling out.
And that
we need
matters.
to keep restocking this one. This one is pushing. This one is going. This one not so much. We need to get rid of that. So you always have to test the waters too, and get feedback. Get feedback from your people. So 30 plus years, girl. Do we see retirement in sight? Like, do you have a retirement plan?
I actually said this is my last contract that I'm gonna sign. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. But we know it ain't no 1 year contract.
Girl, listen. So I'm gonna I think I'm gonna do about 3 more years.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that. It just depends on, how the table turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you ever thought about teaching?
I have.
Okay.
Those are things that's on the books. And I'm thinking about getting my real estate license.
We did talk about that. But baby, you already know if you get that real estate license what time it is.
Right.
Come on, baby.
Yes.
I got you, honey. I got you. But I say that because even like I said, it's only so much you can give the guests or the viewers on a podcast panel. But like things like boutique, you could teach young women and young men how to open up a boutique and what the steps are, and even be their vendor, by using your vendors. Because I do know, like, trying to start a boutique off, they don't just allow anybody everybody to become members. You have to put some skin in the game.
And some money.
That part. And so maybe that would be an outlet for you, bringing in the newbies and you becoming their distributor. And even like with the classes, maybe teach some wig classes or something. And clock it. So my mind always going. So something like that, and then you'll be free to do your interior design. It's not too late.
Oh, I know.
It's not too late.
I'm real good at that,
because baby,
too.
you keep every time I come in that damn shop, baby, this the moved around, this over here, something new over here. So that's one thing I loved about because I was a part of the salon at one point before I branched out and started doing my own thing. But I love that, like, you just never knew what it was gonna look like, and it was like, when the hell did she do this? When did she even have time to do this? Like, you could walk in there today and it look one way, and then walk in there tomorrow it look a whole nother way,
a whole different way.
But that's because that's that crafty hand that you got.
That's that hidden gem. That's that hidden gem, girl.
And so I think we pretty much kind of covered a lot here on the podcast today. But is there any last minute words or last minute pieces of advice or something that you just want the viewers to know that you can leave them with?
Okay, I can leave you with whatever you set your mind to do. Just do it. You know how Nike say, just do it? Just do it.
Just do it.
You take one step, God going to take all the rest of the steps. So if you have a passion, go for it, because the profit is going to follow you.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, that's it.
The fruit of the labor.
That's it.
Yep. So, my apostle used to say, daughter, when you line your life up with the word of God and you believe and have faith, you force God's hand to move for you.
Absolutely.
So when you walk in, like, again, in that purpose, and you doing what you supposed to be doing, and you got your hand on the plow, all that stuff, like I said, first ye seek the kingdom of God and all this righteousness, and then all these other things shall be added unto you. I may be misquoting, but those that know the word know the word. If not, go look it up, go Google it.
Yeah.
But so tell the people how they can reach Miss April Jones, or Queen's Attic.
Okay, so I have several handles. One of them, Facebook, is Queen's Attic. That's QUEENSATTIC. I'm April Jones on my personal platform.
Okay.
I also have my my beauty and my fashions are different entities. So on Facebook, my hair business is QAB Beauty Bar. And you can find me on Style Seat, April Jones. What is it? 2288. And guess what else we didn't even talk about?
What's that?
I just infringed, if I'm using the right word, on a travel business.
We sure did not talk about travel. Let's touch on that, girl, before we go today.
Okay, yes.
So yes, Planet, Planet, because baby, we did it up in Florida.
We did, girl.
But the largest Marriott baby in the world, honey.
Yes.
So let's talk about it. So yes, you do share that with them. Just a little piece of that, and again, how that can become a part of your team or
Okay. So it was introduced to me, so I'm introducing it to you. It's called Planet Marketing. It is a marketing platform, but it has a travel platform that's connected to it, which is called IntelliTravel.
Okay.
So you can build a team and you can book travel. So did y'all know that there's commission built into all travel, like all travel. Even if you go to Martha's Venue, you can actually make money on, booking for people. Any excursion, if you want to go to the Rockets game, whatever game, you can simply build that business. It's just another stream of income. Didn't Warren Buffett said it best? We need multiple streams of income to bridge the gap. You cannot work yourself rich. I'm sorry.
Nope.
You can't. You can't
It's
work.
impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible to do it. So that's another reason I wanted to do it, because I like to make money and save money when I travel. Anyway, traveling is another thing I do. I've been doing it even before Planet Marketing came.
That part.
A part of my platform. So yeah. If you're interested in it, it's very low cost to get started. It's like $200 to get started, and after that, you pay $60 if you want to do one or the other. One is $19, one is $39, and
and you basically get paid to travel to do something you're doing anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. So y'all know what to do. You want to leave your information for that? I actually attach all of this to our interview anyway.
Okay.
So y'all make sure y'all link up with my girl April. She's a boss. She's an OG in the game. Again, I pay homage to her too. I am super, super excited to have you, and I want to thank you for coming because I know you're busy.
Girl.
It's been a challenge, but that's okay. You made it, and I appreciate it because again, it's very important that we support each other.
Absolutely.
In this industry. And, when you was talking about just supporting black business, Lord knows a lot of my dollars have come through there because anytime I'm thinking about shopping or doing something, I got to hit the attic. I got to come through. I may even throw that with another piece that I got from somewhere else or a piece from over here. Hell, I think this is Queen's Attic. Hell, the dress on that last episode was Queen's Attic. Like pretty much everything I done wore on this platform has been Queen's Attic boutique.
And it really feels good because I showed up at a party the other night and one lady I was admiring her wig, but I was like, I made that.
Yes.
I had a lady hit me up today. I was at the June 19th Poetry Slam, and whatever one of my clients or customers had on, somebody emailed and say, hey, check your email. I'm interested in such and such. I seen such and such in. I'm like, well, wow.
Yes. And I'm interested, baby. Is that in the attic, baby? That ensemble you got on? Because I need her.
It's coming.
See what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
Well, I need to be on the VIP list for that, honey, because she's cute.
Thank you.
She's cute. I love that. And so any other last pieces of detail or information that you want to give them before we conclude this?
Baby, just mash the gas. Mash the gas.
Yes.
And I
I got my foot on the gas.
Mash
baby.
the gas because, man, we live in the USA and you can be anything you want to be. You just have to keep driving. You cannot let the noise in the background stop you from what you want to accomplish. Just do it. It's not going to happen in a day. It might not happen in 2 days, a year. But if you keep going and you keep pouring into it,
that's right.
You're going to end up on the winning side.
And don't be expecting no handout because that's another thing that these days is nobody want to work. You got technology. Yeah, you got technology. Yeah, you got AI. But when you are put on the spot and you're in a room full of hustlers and people. You can't pull out your phone and talk AI to them. You got to know what you're talking about. You have to know your hustle. You have to know what you need to know when you in rooms and you networking and rubbing elbows with the bosses. And speaking of, like I say, we're going to have a roundtable. We're going to set it up, roundtable discussion, and it's coming soon. So I'll definitely reach out to you on that. I would love to have you to come back as a guest for that. So my plan is to have 2 married, 2 divorced, 2 single. And it just so happened that all my previous guests, that's been the lineup.
Oh, wow.
And 1 engaged. One that's engaged. So I think it's going to be a very interesting conversation, a very interesting topic, because I'm just going off of some of the things that I see on social media, because you got some men that love the boss chick, and then you got some men that don't want one at all. But then you have some that just don't know how we got here. You know, some of us didn't even have a choice. You know, and some of us don't want to be bosses and just have to be. You know, it's either sink or swim for some of us. But again,
absolutely,
we're going to wrap it up. So you guys listen. We're going to post all of April's information to the podcast. So make sure you guys reach out, support a queen. And so we'll see y'all on the next episode.
QueensAddictBoutique.com.
I like that. I like that.
Pretty hustle, the beauty and the muscle. These haters, they be mad cause they just can't touch her. Her style a little rougher, her game a little tougher. The way the girl be moving, she ain't got no time for suckers. No fakers or no busters. Let's keep it on the G. Better yet, I tell you what, let's go on, make it a C. I'm cute as can be, adorable as ever. I break your whole world if we ever get together.